Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a Webs Make It Work video because it's not about woodworking. But as you can see, I've got this LG washer that I've got a 0E error code on. And it's been happening on and off for a few weeks. And it finally has persisted. So we're going to figure out what's causing this and fix it. This error code generally means one of three things. Either your coin catch is clogged, your drain pipe is clogged, or your water pump is bad. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see if my coin catch is clogged. So I'm just going to take off, I'm actually going to take this off for now to get it out of my way. And here you're going to see you have this tube here with a little plug pushed into the end of it. There is water inside your washer. Most likely, even if it did complete its cycle, there's probably still a little bit of water in here. This is where our coin catch is, but we don't want to take that off until we've drained this water. And you are going to need a bucket. So I've got my bucket. I'm going to pull the plug off the end of this tube, and then we'll just drain the washer tub, into our bucket. All right, so there was about 2.5 gallons of water in here, and thankfully we did drain it, because if we hadn't, as soon as we took off this coin catch, all those 2.5 gallons would be all over our floor. Now we're going to remove the coin catch. We're just going to turn this dial to the left, or this screw here, and pull out that coin catch. And as you can see, mine is perfectly clean. I'll just feel around in here to make sure there's nothing blocking anywhere, and there isn't. So this is not my problem. All right, so the next thing we're going to check is the drain hose. And the drain hose is back here in the back. It's this tube that comes out of the back of the machine, and usually in a home setting, this will have a hook at the end that goes up and hooks, hangs into the drain pipe where your plumbing is for your laundry. Since this is our shop washer, I don't have that. I have this just draining into our septic tank through a hose. Now I have checked this, the entire length of it, and it is not blocked. So the problem is going to be with our pump, most likely. Now some of these LG models have a panel here. And that panel here, there's a gap here on the bottom where this bottom panel is on those washers. On those washers, you're going to want a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to want to go in that gap and just kind of pry down and slowly work your way back and forth along here. There are 5 clips underneath that hold it in. So you want to kind of pry down and pull out at the same time to remove this front plate. But unfortunately, my model doesn't have that. And that means that we're going to have to take this washer off the pedestal and get it onto the ground so that I can get access from the underneath. But first things first, remember to disconnect your power. And I'm going to disconnect the hot and cold water supply in the back, and then we'll move this off the pedestal. All right, I've got the machine leaned over onto its back. I've got it resting on a furniture dolly. There are 2 screws here on this plate that cover or that surround the coin catch. I'm going to remove these 2 screws. And this will come right off. So unfortunately, my camera, I guess, turned off while I was recording, and it didn't get me recording how to remove the top. Basically, the top of the machine. If you go to the back of the machine, you'll see where the top meets the rest of the machine, and it's held in by 4 screws, 2 on the top of 2 brackets, 1 each, and then 1 each on the bottom of those brackets. And you're going to remove the bottom screw from those brackets. It's going to be 2 screws total, and then you're going to slide the top towards the back. It'll slide about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, and then just lift the top out. Once you have the top off, there are 3 screws you're going to need to remove. The first of those screws is on the back side of the display panel on the left-hand side. There's one there, and then the other one is on, the other two, I should say, are there where the detergent dispenser is, on each side of the detergent dispenser. It's easier to pull that dispenser out before you unscrew it. I found the hard way, but you can still get it done.
Right behind the front display. Make sure you want to put on your gloves before you end up getting cut. Take your flathead screwdriver and pry off the display. Take it. Work your flathead across the top of the unit.
Once you've got all three screws out, you're just going to use a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, to very gently pry the clips, the tabs that hold the display portion or the display panel onto the front of the washer. You're just going to pry those out and pull that panel off and just lay it on top of the washer for now. There are a total of 6 screws on the front panel of the washer that you're going to have to remove, and just set those aside. You're now going to tip the washer on its back and then remove the spring retainer from around the gasket or the front lid gasket. Put the spring retainer inside, pull the gasket off the rim of the washer and push the gasket inside the washer. Once you've got that done, you're going to pull up on the lid, or forward I should say, and on the right hand side you're going to see the electrical wires for the lid latch, or for the hatch latch. And that is, it's got a little wire locking tie on it. You'll have to unlock that, remove the wires, and then kind of peel the front open a little bit more, and you'll see where those wires plug in to the latch mechanism. And you're just going to depress the clip that holds that connector in and pull it straight out. I couldn't get my camera in there to show you. Once you've got the front off, again, you just pull it out towards you a little bit and then lift up towards the top of the machine. It'll come right off. And once you've got that done, go ahead and disconnect the 2 drain lines, the one that comes from the tub and then the one that goes out towards your drain. The water pump mount is installed, and it's held in with 3 10mm bolts on the inside of the washer cabinet. There are 2 on the front of the plate, 1 in the back. So you're going to remove those from the inside with a 10mm socket, and then pull the entire water pump assembly out. Once you've got the entire water pump assembly out, there are 3 screws that hold the water pump to the water pump housing. Before you remove those, however, make sure to disconnect your wires, the red and the black wire that are there. Take a picture or remember where they go in. Also remember the orientation of the water pump. For mine, the flat side of that pump was about, I don't know, I'd say about 60 degrees from the, at a 60-degree angle from the drain pipe. Just take a picture of it so that you can refer to it when you put the new one on. There's a little plastic housing that's going to be on your old water pump. You'll want to remove that. You'll just have to lift up on the pump to get it over that lip, and then slide it out, and then slide the new pump in. That's really all there is to it. You're going to want to clean where the new water pump goes in, clean there because there is a gasket that's going to seal that. before you screw the water pump back on. And now assembling the washer is basically just backwards from everything we've just done. Just put it back in reverse order, and you're ready to go. All right, I've got the new pump back in. It took about an hour and a half, a little longer than I thought it would. But now we're going to turn it on and see if that fixed our problem. All right, that's about it. For 25 bucks, we got a brand new water pump. This thing has drained twice, so it is working. The air is gone, and we can get back to doing our laundry here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.